From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat, sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Shenk with your headlines for Monday, June 16th. Lincoln police are searching for a driver and passenger who ran from a three-car crash near the Children's Zoo this afternoon. Investigators say the rollover happened just after 12:30 near South 26th and A Streets when a white car heading south ran a stop sign and hit a westbound van. A black SUV ended up on its side, though police are still working to determine how it was involved. Firefighters were also seen helping a woman out of the overturned SUV. Anyone with information is asked to contact Lincoln Police. Next week marks 1 year since 31-year-old Lincoln mother Jerica Hamre disappeared under suspicious circumstances. Lincoln police say they still have no major updates, but the case remains active, and they're asking anyone with information to come forward. Back in October, investigators said evidence pointed to central or western Nebraska as Hamre's last known location. A search near Overton turned up nothing, and no additional searches have been organized since. Hamre's parents aren't ready to speak on camera, but shared this statement saying, quote, "She is greatly missed by her little girls and our family. She was a mom, a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a friend. We grieve her loss and pray for closure soon," end quote. Jerica's mother adds that they're grateful for continued support from the organization Bring 'em Home Nebraska. Now, in the wake of a deadly officer impersonation case in Minnesota, Lincoln police arrested a man for doing the same in the capital city this morning. 20-year-old Braxton Dever of Ashland was taken to jail after using emergency lights on his vehicle to pull over a car near West Van Dorn and Homestead. He stayed in his car and called 911, claiming to be a volunteer firefighter with Ashland Fire and Rescue, a claim that turned out to be false. The driver he stopped was cited for DUI and the passenger for having an open container. Police say this is the third officer impersonation case reported in Lincoln so far this year. Meanwhile, the Nebraska State Patrol is shutting down rumors that any Nebraskans appeared on a hit list tied to the suspect in the Minnesota shootings. Minnesota investigators previously believed the list included politicians from several states, including Nebraska. In other news, Nebraska Public Media could see major impacts if proposed federal funding cuts move forward. The House recently voted to cut $1.1 billion from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting over the next 2 years, money that helps fund local stations like NPM, which relies on federal dollars for about 16% of its budget.
It helps to fund the local storytelling we do, the sports programming that we have, our service to children and families. So any cut or elimination of federal funding would have consequences at the station.
NPM produces over 200 hours of live sports each year and provides free educational programming to children, especially in rural areas. It also serves a critical role in distributing statewide Amber Alerts. The bill now heads to the Senate, where it needs a simple majority to pass. The Trump administration is pausing immigration enforcement at farms and meat packing plants after concerns that mass deportations could threaten the U.S. food supply. According to the Ag Department, 40% of crop farm workers are undocumented. ICE has been directed to halt all agricultural worksite actions following pressure from Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins. In lighter ag-related news, Adams County farmer Noah Young is turning millions of views into meaningful conversations about agriculture. From his Shiloh farm near Kennesaw, Young shares daily farm life on social media, reaching over 1.7 million followers worldwide. A former agribusiness marketer, Young launched his online presence in 2020 to correct misconceptions about farming.
There's this huge perception problem, and so you try to use my social media page to kind of bridge that gap and show people, chocolate milk doesn't come from brown cows.
His content is especially popular with audiences on the coasts and overseas in places like India and Abu Dhabi. Lastly, 11 years ago today, twin EF4 tornadoes tore through Pilger, Nebraska, a rare and deadly event that killed 2 people, injured 20, and destroyed over 75% of the town. The powerful storm system also produced 2 more EF4s in Cumming and Wayne counties, causing more than $20 million in damage. Weather officials say tornadoes of that size rarely occur side by side. Rounding out your night beat is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat, sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.